fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to kit up my Craftibly painting for the two events that I'm going to be doing in February, and that is Familiars in February and DP for Black History Month 2024. So I have gotten out my bottle case. Because this is Craftibly, it's an older kit. Again, when I'm not sure whether or not the stickers will remove cleanly, I will use washi tape. So I've got a bottle case with washi tape on the lid, so I can use that. I have cut the stickers into pieces, so I have the 3 strips, but I don't use these numbers. So I've cut those off, so I just have the DMC code and the symbol left on here, and those will fit nicely on my bottles. So I've got my little funnel from Bella Art so that I can fill my bottles. I'm going to cross my fingers. This kit doesn't have a bunch of static. I'm going to jump in, so let me get my bottles out of the case so that I kind of have some sitting here, and then I'll get into it. Now I've got 53 colors in this kit, and I have 60 bottles. So I know for sure, obviously the black, because I have 2 bags of it, is not going to fit in one container. I'm going to try and fit everything else in one container, and we'll see where I end up and how many bags of extras I have left over at the end. I'm just going to get started here putting these stickers on the bottles. I think this is why I kit up most often in DMC order, because that's just kind of how the stickers come. And now I'm wondering if I need to cut these off a little bit more, because it's kind of hanging over the edges there, and it will get stuck. When I'm working on the kits, the bottles will get kind of stuck together. So I think what I'm going to do after I cut these off that I've already stuck on there, I'm going to use my paper cutter again and cut down this side of the stickers so they're not quite so long. Obviously I have enough extra space to cut them, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've cut another strip off of it here, so now they'll just be small enough they can fit into the bottles, or onto the bottles, not into. And I need to make sure I'm keeping them in number order so I don't get confused. And I'm also, like I said, really crossing my fingers that there is not a lot of static in these, because I didn't bring my static spray in here. So if there is static, I will need to go get my static spray. Ooh, it doesn't look like it, at least for this first one. Okay, well, let's see how full that made the bottle. So I can get a little bit more in there, I think. There we go. Okay, now I have, like I said, I have 2 bags of this, and that's only about half of this bag, but I think I'm just going to leave the 1 bottle, and then I'll just put these bags aside to be put in the pouch at the top of my case, and we'll call it good. Some of these other ones, because I think that's the color that I have the absolute most of, some of these other ones, I'm not going to put the bags aside. I will just, oh man, this works so much better with no static. Ooh, I will just put them in more than 1 bottle if that's what I need to do. I don't know how many of these I have that have enough drills that I think I would need more than 1 bottle though. Not very many, I don't think. Oh my gosh, this kit up is going to go so fast if they're all like this. And I'm loving this funnel. That makes it so much easier. All right, 327. It has been, I don't know, I don't want to say crazy weather here. I don't think it's been crazy. We'll see. The day that I'm filming this, it was 30 degrees when we went for our walk. So that's pretty normal, but it's supposed to be almost 70 degrees here today, which seems insane to think about in January. Well, it's January when I'm filming this. You'll see it in February 1st, because that is when the events that I'm doing this kit for start. So I won't actually start laying any drills until February. A little bit of static. That one was sticking to another bottle. Interesting. Anyway, you guys will see this right at the beginning of February. when the events are getting ready to start. I may have bitten off slightly more than I can chew this month. We'll see. I wanted to do some more events, and these, when I went looking, seemed kind of perfect, even though this wasn't a kit that I had necessarily planned on doing right now, or even this year. Honestly, I thought I would save this one for like a drills and chills, but this one came along and I thought, well, it's Furry Familiar. The Familiar's in February. That sounded like a match made perfectly. And then also the DP for Black History Month just seemed to fit, so I could get the kit to kind of do double duty. And that bag was kind of full. I wasn't sure it was going to fit all in one bottle, but it did, so we're good. Anyway, I just, like I said, I can't. We'll see if it actually gets up to almost 70. I stuck to the sticker again. It's weird to me how the sticker is on the outside and yet the drills stick to the bag where the sticker is. Like, does some of the adhesive seep through because they're so tightly compressed inside the package when they're packaged up? All right, let me put some more drills on, or some more stickers on here. Again, being careful to kit these up. I did have the thought that maybe someday I would try kitting up not in DMC order, which I say that. I don't always kit up in DMC order. Typically, if I'm using my bottle cases, then it is in DMC order. But if I'm doing my Elizabeth Ward, then it really isn't. Because when I use the Elizabeth Ward, I go more by the number of drills. So like whatever the number of drills, whatever color I have the most of, will end up in the very largest containers. And like I said, I diamond paint by symbol, so it doesn't really bother me that they're not in DMC order, but that's just kind of my default when I kit up. I don't know why. And also, I don't know why companies do this, but here the symbol is number 2, the one after that is number 1, the one after that is number 3. Like, if you're going to do numbers, why not just start at the very top? Number 1 is number 1, number 2 is number 2, etc., etc. I don't understand. Because where the symbols are makes no never mind to when you're diamond painting, right? You're just going to put the drills wherever the symbol says to. So, oh no, this one's too big. All right. So I spilled that one. The question is, do I want to put these in a second bottle, or do I want to just leave them in the bag? Because I have so few that I think I'm going to need second containers for. I think I'm actually going to put this in a second bottle. Let me pour the rest of these out here. Because like I said, most of these I'm going to get away with. It's only going to need one container, and I've only got 53 colors. So putting them in an extra container, even when it's that few, shouldn't be a huge deal. See if the same thing is going to happen with this one. These bags are deceptive in how full they can be. I've got some drills popping out because I'm pouring too fast. Is that full? Pretty much. Now, same question. Do I want to put these in another container? I think I'm going to go ahead and do this until I figure out that I don't have enough containers. Why didn't I put this in my funnel? Oh well. Until I figure out that I don't have enough containers, and then we'll see where I am. And then I will need to go back and put my own stickers on the top of these so I know for sure what color they are, because once I start working on the kit, I will pull it out and then not remember which one it is, and that's bad. I've had that happen, and then I have a momentary panic attack because I can't figure out what color I'm doing or where I should put it back. All right, I don't know if I can get the rest of these in here either. Let me try and move these down a little bit. Nope, I'm not going to get all those in there. Do I want to do another bottle just for these few drills? I guess why not? I've been doing it. That's only 3 extra, right? So that puts me at 56. I still have some other ones that will be extra. Maybe I should have started at the back. The back is where all of the ABs and the crystal drills that came with this kit are. And there's a ton of white ABs, but other than that, there's not a huge amount of them. So, whoops, 550 is next. I almost put that in the wrong one. I haven't kitted up a Craftibly in a while, so I was actually kind of surprised that all that's on this is the number and then the DMC code. But I guess, like I said, it's been a while since I did it. From Craftibly. Been working on kits from other people. Let's see, how many Craftibly kits have I done? I did the Bird Woman one, I think was the first Craftibly I ever did, and I absolutely love how she turned out. She's gorgeous. And I probably should have framed her. I've done the koala one from them. And what else have I done from them? I've done another one. I can't think of what it is. Oh, I did the puppy purse, because that's the one I did when we took our trip to Canada. But I think there's one more. Oh, Moonbeam. Duh. That's the one that was one of my favorites last year. How could I forget that one? Yeah, that one was one of my favorites. I have so many right now that I've finished that I was like, well, at the end of last year, and the ones that I've worked on so far this year. I framed Moonbeam, and I framed Flower Crazy. They both look really good. Super happy with both of those. And I even framed the Kaori one that I did from Crafties. It looks really good framed too. My husband really liked that one. And I'm probably going to frame Harajuku. We'll see if I frame this one or not. I've got so many sitting downstairs in my basement because I didn't want to hang them up because we're going to be moving soon. Not super soon, but soon. So I didn't want to hang them all up. So I've got all those ones that I framed from Frame It Easy when I did that video. So I've got like the big Muka that I finished from Diamond Painting Shop. I've got my Jules and Vern from Diamond Art Club that I framed. I've got the Bubblegum Spaniel that I framed. That's all of the ones on this one. So now I need to cut this row of stickers because I need to cut off this edge and then I need to cut off all the numbers. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. All right, now I've got these all cut off as close as I could get them. Looks like I need to change the blade in my paper cutter, which may be getting more of a workout because I'm going to try and start working on my release papers. This is a project I'm going to be doing with my oldest. She's the artist of the family, and she has drawn a whole bunch of things that I'm going to be using for the release papers. That one has a leftover drill in it. It's a little daunting to be kind of competing with people who are using AI to do all of it, but I really wanted to do a project with her, and this seemed like a good way to do it. So everything's going to be kind of hand drawn by either her or me. I am admittedly not in her league. Simple things like the bubbles and stuff I can do, but the more complex stuff she does. Trying to get all of that stuff set up, all the business end of it and everything. Ugh, not my favorite thing. I spent a bunch of time trying to figure out if it was better to do Etsy versus Shopify. Everybody has processing fees and, whoops, almost got those out of order. Processing fees and transaction fees and commission fees and platform fees, and it's kind of ridiculous. Am I going to get all those in there? Well, let me just try, and if some of them bounce out, then I guess we'll see. I think I can get them all in one. Okay, get out of there. Ooh, that's super close, but I think I can get them all in there. Okay. Yes, all in one container. Okay. Now I'm ready for 781. And I'm curious to see also kind of how this will all be different in Canada, although I don't even know if it will be. I actually learned yesterday that Shopify is a Canadian company based out of Ontario, which I did not know. I thought it was a US company. So maybe all these things that I think are going to be different really aren't going to be. We'll find out, I guess. All right, come on, get out of there. These ones that get stuck in the bag. And it's not static that they're stuck. It's like they're stuck to the bag, almost like glue. All right, let me pick up my stragglers here. Okay, and now I'm ready for 783. These go so much faster when there's not a ton of static. Who knew? Although, like I said, these ones that get stuck to the sticker are kind of crazy. I mean, I'm assuming, like I said, it's just that it gets so tight that maybe some of the adhesive from the sticker bleeds through the thin plastic bag. I don't know. All right, 796. Even the bag sticking together where the sticker is. Okay. Yeah, I can't believe how much faster this is going because I don't have a ton of static. You don't realize how much extra time it takes up until you sit down to do something like this. I'm really looking forward to these two events. Like I said, I've not really participated in an event necessarily before other than my own. So this will be an interesting adventure for me. I'm already like going, well, so one of them had a form that I had to fill out, which was good. That I'm familiar with. So I filled out the form and I think I'm good to go there because that's, you know, I know it meets all the other criteria, so I think I'm good. One of them, it wants you to put a picture and a post in a chat thread in Facebook. And I thought I have done that, but I don't really know if I did it correctly. The person hosting it has put a link in the Facebook, but whenever I look at the link, it tells me that I don't have the ability to access it. Ooh, you know what? I wonder, because that is one of the groups that let me join as my page rather than my profile. I wonder if that is a reason I can't see it. I wish Facebook would just let you make up a profile for like your business instead of having you to make it be a page, because there's so many things on Facebook that you can't do as a page. All right. Ooh, I've hit the 900s. Okay. I need to call. My son and I missed our regular dental cleaning because we had a big snowstorm at the beginning of the month, and I have never called to reschedule it. I need to get that done. I just hate going to the dentist, so I've been avoiding it. I need to get it done because we do need to go in and get our teeth cleaned. This one looks like maybe it has a little bit of static. All right, let me get these out of here. So that's on my to-do list for today, just to call and at least make another appointment so we can get in and get it done. I keep forgetting to call, and usually I remember to call on Friday, and they're not open on Fridays. That's the kind of job I would love to have, where you only work 4 days a week. Wouldn't that be awesome? Why didn't I put these over here? That's what I should have done. Wait. Oh, okay. All of a sudden I was like, wait, did I get the numbers out of order? But no, I thought I was missing one, but that's the DMC, so I'm not missing anything. I just got confused. All right, get out of there. All right, let's do this one, and then I need to put more stickers on more bottles. Ooh, I'm 3 rows in. So that means I'm halfway through, well, hopefully more than halfway, because I only have 53 colors, but I've already got 3 rows filled up, so that's good. Okay, let's put more stickers on here. Again, trying to keep them in order so I don't get myself confused here. I keep thinking maybe one of these days I'm going to try kitting up. Well, I say try kitting up, not in DMC order. It wouldn't be in DMC order. Like I said, I actually don't put them in DMC order when I'm doing like my Elizabeth Ward ones. I didn't cut these short enough for some reason. trim some of these because they're hanging over the edge and I don't like it. I think I didn't cut close enough to the symbol. All right, I don't think I had them quite straight enough when I put them in my paper cutter, and it didn't cut as close to the edge as I wanted it to. I think I fixed that now. Yes, that's much better. Well, it was, did I not cut some of these with the 4-digit DMCs are just a little bit longer. If you're hearing any beeping in the background, I apologize. My family is apparently cooking something in the microwave and it keeps beeping. At least the neighbor's dog isn't out barking. They were out earlier. They were out when my son and I were taking our walk this morning. And we usually walk at like 6 or so in the morning, so he's not usually out that early. A different neighbor's dog is, but not that one. All right, 921. We've got all those stickers on, so now I can actually get the drills in the bottles. I like it when they just go in nice and neat like that. This is a little handy dandy container. It's hard, you can't get them very full because you got to tip it kind of to get the bottles in and out because there's like a little divot that it sets in, but still is keeping me from spilling all over the place, so I'm all okay with that. All right, get these ones that are stuck to the sticker again. Okay, so yeah, I got to call the dentist, and then I'm probably going to spend some time today working on printing up some release papers. I have some designs in mind. Thank you everybody who gave me your suggestions. Many of them I already had written down that I wanted to do those things, but I also got some new things that I hadn't thought of, so thank you for that. And yeah, we'll be trying to decide, ooh, I can get some more in there. Trying to decide, like I said, whether we're going with Shopify or I looked at alternatives to Etsy. I really just don't want to use Etsy because Etsy takes so much in fees. If anybody out there has an Etsy business, how do you feel about it? Do you wish you'd gone a different route? I'm going to put this one in 2 bottles just because. I think this and maybe one other color, maybe 2 other colors. I'm going to have enough for 2 bottles, but I think I'll have enough extra bottles. I think. We'll see how that works out for me. Whoops, I got those out of order again. See, it's a good thing I'm paying attention. Because I almost put the 931s in the 932 bottle. That would have been bad. Okay, I think I'm going to need an extra bottle for this one as well. How many extra bottles is that for me now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 extra bottles, 53 plus 5. That puts me at 58. That should be fine since I've got 60 bottles. So I can only do that 2 more times. Good to know. All right, 932. I do still have the extra bags from the 310, but because there's, like I said, such huge bags of 310, I am looking forward to getting started on this kit though. My oldest liked it too. She thought it was cute, so. Don't know if it's one that she'll end up taking, but she thought it was cute, so. Always nice when I get a stamp of approval from somebody. Okay, so what did I say? I could do this 2 more times? Because I don't think I'm going to get all of these in there. Nope, they're not all going to fit. All right, so I know for sure, 3371's not going to fit in one container either. Well, you know what? I'll just deal with that when I get to the end. I know one of the ABs I'm not going to fit all of it in one bottle, but if that one has to stay out in a separate bags with the 310, that's not the end of the world. Because I do think I only have a couple more, the 3371 and then the white ABs that I'm going to need 2 bottles for. All right, so this one's pretty full though. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll do 2. That would be my last extra one though. Yeah, that's pretty full, but that's okay. I'll take one of these and let me fill it up, and that'll be my last extra one. So when I get to the ABs, if I can't get it all in one bottle, which I know I won't, then it'll just float with the 310 bags. Ooh, there's quite a bit of those stuck to the back of that sticker. Can I get those loose? Probably because the bag was so full. Yeah, I filled up 2 whole bottles with 3371. So lots of black and lots of brown in this one, apparently. Had a drill fly all the way over there. All right, 3746. Yeah, I think the rest of these I'm going to get away with just 1 bottle. And I'm getting away with no static, you guys. You have no idea how happy that makes me. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, it just goes so much faster when you don't have to deal with it. Okay. This one's kind of a full bag, but I'm pretty sure it'll all go in one place. 1 bottle. Come on. There we go. Ooh, I'm getting excited. I'm getting close to being done. Just a few more bags and then I'll get to the fun drills, the ABs, and the crystals that came with this kit. I don't know if I'm going to add any ABs in this kit. Sometimes I get, if I don't plan the ABs at the very beginning, then I forget about it. And also, like I said, right now I've got so many of my ABs tied up with the Diamond Painting Deutschland. All right, so that's all that's left of regular drills, and then I'm going to be getting into the ABs. Plus I need to cut the rest of the stickers because I'm to the last row of stickers. Remember when, well, maybe you guys don't remember, but I remember when I very first started diamond painting, nobody gave you stickers. If they did, they weren't pre-cut. I think I'm just going to cut these with my scissors rather than trying to cut them with my cutting machine, or not my cutting machine, my paper cutter. I don't think I got close enough on that pass either. Just because it's a little easier, it's less finicky to do it by hand than it is to try and fit these little tiny strips of stickers into my cutter, my paper cutter. Because the little fold over piece that has the part that cuts gets in the way and is kind of annoying. Plus I can just do this a little bit better with my fingers, my own little hand. All right, I think that's good enough. So let's try these first couple ones and see what I think. If I need to trim them anymore. Nope, they're fitting on there pretty good, so I'm happy with that. All right, so those 3, and then we get into the ABs, and I've got what, 5, 6 of those? That one I need to cut. I'm gonna trim this one up a little bit because it's kind of hanging over more than I want it to. Trim it up on the symbol side. There we go. Maybe I just didn't get it placed where I wanted. Well, I should put this last one on. This is the last of the washi tape with the pineapple, and then it gets into my other washi tape. All right, 3852. Not the washi tape matters, but just my little type A brain needs to keep them all together because they're all the same. Not very many drills in this one, which is good since I'm running out of bottles. But so anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Shopify versus Etsy. If you guys are on Etsy or if you use both, do you have a preference? Like, I feel like Etsy takes more of your money in fees because you have the listing fee, you have the transaction fee, you have their commission fee, their platform fee, and then basically they say they're doing all this advertising for you, which there's no way for you to verify that. And then if they say that one of the sales is from, you know, an ad that they place for you, they take a commission off that as well. I mean, I figured it up, and if they were taking the maximum fee, it's like almost 25% of the transaction, which seems kind of crazy. But I also know that people like using Etsy because you get a lot of traffic there, but you're also competing with a lot of things. And my thought was, I'm not really trying to compete with anybody. So that's why I was looking at Shopify, because I thought, well, I think it has more functionality if we grow like we're hoping and all of that kind of thing. But it's a fee per month. So do we want to get sucked into that? I think that's where I was leaning. I actually even looked at Ko-fi, because Ko-fi you can have a shop on, but it doesn't have all of the same functionality, obviously, as someplace like Shopify. So I don't know if we want to start out on Ko-fi and then try to move later. That seems like it would be more of a hassle. But I think you can get access to a shop on Ko-fi for only like $6 a month or something. I don't know if there's a limit. Does anybody have a shop on Ko-fi? Because I didn't really look a whole lot into it to see if there's a limit on like the number of products or that kind of thing, which I'm assuming there would be. I just didn't look. These ABs are so pretty. Of course, the white ones are always nice, but I like it when they give you other colors besides just a black and white. I always think it adds something to the kit. Although there are not a ton of ABs, but enough that I think it will make it pretty. 6 is more than I usually add if I'm going to add them on my own anyway, so it's all good, right? All right, there's that. So I've got 2 ABs left, and then I've got my crystal drills. I think I've got just enough bottles for all of these, and I'm getting them all out of order again. Okay, that's the first. I know the LZ is the rhinestones. Guys, I've been looking at, we need to get our taxes done because it's tax season, of course. Yep, I need to trim that one. And I've been looking at how other countries handle their taxes. And not gonna lie, so many places seem like it's so much easier than here in the States. I mean, not only do you have the issue of if you're from the United States, no matter where you live or work, you have to file US taxes. Maybe not pay. They do have agreements, like when we moved to Canada. Nope. What am I doing? Why are those in a different order? Why is 48,963 ahead of... Huh, interesting. So my 820 AB 963 is actually number 48. So see, I guess I'm not even going to be kitting it up by DMC number. I thought I was going to. And again, I diamond paint by symbols, so not that it really matters a whole lot. I just confused myself there for a moment because I thought I was keeping them in DMC order, but that's not how they came, so it's all good. Anyway, well, I was reading on somebody's somebody's YouTube comments that like other countries, they can do their taxes on their phone. Like everything gets sent to the government from your employer, whatever, just like it does here. But then basically you get a little form from their government that says, this is how much we think you owe from these income sources. And then you basically pick like agree or disagree. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And your taxes are done, and if you get a refund, the government sends your money back. That seems like, I mean, way less complicated. That means people can't take advantage of all the loopholes that we have, so anyway. Taxes are frustrating. Just a part of life, though, I guess, right? All right, let me get all these in here. Anyways, like I was saying, if anybody has any information versus Shopify versus Etsy opinions, whatever, please share them down below. If you guys know of something, like I was trying to find alternatives. Is there something out there that is not Shopify or Etsy? I don't want to go to all the trouble of setting up our own website. Maybe someday, but to start out, I just don't want to go to all that hassle. I've done that before, and while I can do it, I just don't want to. All right, next to last bag. I'm getting close to being done here. Woo! All right, last container, or last container and last bag of drills. All right. I'm so excited to get started on this one. I've got so many whips, it's kind of crazy to me because that's not how I focus, but I'll get through it. It'll be fine. Okay, so done with the funnel, done with the tray. I've got 3 bags left, which are my black drills and my white ABs. I've got the rest of my stickers here, which this is the sticker for the logbook, so I will leave it with these extra drills in the pocket of the case here, so I know what kit these drills are for. Not that it matters because I'm going to be working on it pretty quickly, but and here we go. We've got all of my containers kitted up. Now I will need to go through where I've got no symbols. I will use my own little stickers, that I make, my little round stickers, and I will write the numbers on them just so when I pull the bottles out, I will know what number, DMC number that is, just as a way to keep me from getting confused, because it has happened where I've pulled out 2 at the same time without realizing it, and then I've done things like accidentally pour the drills back into the wrong color and other kinds of mistakes. So even though I probably don't need to because they're separated, I will just go ahead and stick this on them just to keep it organized for me. So that is my kit up for today. This is my Furry Familiar from Craftibly that I'm going to be doing again for Familiars in February, and the DP for Black History Month 2024. I will stick the hashtags and the links below to the YouTube channel. I think the other one's on Facebook. Actually, it's on Facebook. There's a Facebook group, but then there's also, she also does some stuff through Discord. So if you have a Discord, you could look into that there as well. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.